Hi, this is Randy Bacon, and first, thank you for being open-minded enough and taking the time to be able to take a little deeper dive in what this partnership opportunity is going to look like for you. So I've broken this video down into two segments. One is in the communication I've had with you in some manner. We've talked about all the lead generation that we're going to be able to provide for you. So the first part of this video is just that. What is the lead generation? What is it that we provide? How do we provide it? And so Michael Reese, really the founder and how this marketing platform was born. Michael closed 288 transactions in 1 year, and this system and all these tools and resources was really born from his business and how he scaled his business. You know, Fam, who lived in Portland, Oregon, moved to Fresno, California, didn't have a sphere, didn't know anybody in the area, but used this platform, and in his first year closed $409,000 in commissions. So how did he do that? Well, he used this platform. He was a great student, and he just plugged into the resources and the systems that were available to him and his family. So that's the first part of the video. You know, we're going to show you and break down the IDX website, the lead funnels that we're creating, the email campaigns, the text messages, how we're using AI, all of the things that will help you nurture your leads for those that aren't ready, that you don't lose contact with them, that stay in the system, stay engaged with you, a newsletter. We're going to help you with your YouTube channel, how to set up your YouTube channel, the type of videos that you need to create, and how to manage your channel and brand yourself. And I can already hear what many of you are saying is, oh man, I don't want to be on video. I don't like to be on video. Well, the good news is you don't have to be. You can plug into our lead generation system, and you know your ad budget's probably going to be more depending on what your goals are. But the reality is YouTube videos, lead generation with you on the video, it gets the audience to know, like, and trust you in a much quicker way and in a much more engaging way, and that's free. And so it lives on the internet, it's not going anywhere, and you will get leads, you will get business that is generated from that you don't have to pay for. So the truth is that you don't have to do it, but if you want to grow your business and be in business and more cost effective, you're going to want to do video. So we've got you covered. We're going to help you every step of the way. So watch this video. Michael Reese is really talking to a group of agents. He's going into depth on the lead system, the marketing system, and really what our team can provide for you. Then the second part is going to be, how can we provide all of these resources, a marketing team for you, including office hours. Monday through Friday, you're going to be able to jump online, and we're going to have somebody that's willing and able to know the systems and be able to help you with whatever you're working on. You're not going to be stuck. And there is nothing more frustrating than being stuck in something that you know is causing your business to slow down. So we've got you covered in that as well. And how do we provide all of this without charging you any kind of fees and without you having to share your commissions with us? So it's the only cost you're going to have, and it's really minimal, and like $20 a month maybe for the setup of you're going to have a dedicated phone number and some text messaging, but you're going to be able to regulate that, and then your ad spend. But there is no fees. You don't pay us anything. You don't share commissions. We just get to pour into your business, and you don't have to pay us. So how do we do that? That's the second part of the video on the business and the company platform that has allowed us to be able to work hand in hand with agents, help them scale their business. And the more we can help you, the more the company compensates us. And it's just a beautiful relationship and really a beautiful business model that is the future of real estate, and I think where you're going to see all real estate companies heading down the road. But this company is light years ahead, and so more on that on the second part of the video. And then I'm going to jump back on, and hopefully you'll schedule a strategy call with me. And in that strategy call, it's really all about you and your business. There is no ulterior motives, there's no gotchas, there's no fees, there's no cost. But I do want to learn about you, your business, and then we'll take a deep dive into how we can help you in your business. We have agents that want to close 1 to 2 transactions a month. We have agents that want to close 1 to 200 transactions in a year. And we can help you and scale however that looks to you and however your goals and desires are. So on the strategy call, we'll spend more time together. And I really do hope to see you on those calls. So listen to Michael, and then I'll be back in a minute.
You know, one of the things that I recognized real early in my career, committing myself to helping real estate agents in 2005 and building a coaching company, I realized that different people had different abilities to execute based upon their previous occupation. Maybe, maybe they have a technical background, maybe they don't. Everybody was always a little bit different. But what I learned was the most value that I could add to somebody was helping them think a little bit differently. So we're going to talk a little bit about funnels, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. If people try to jump on here afterwards, they will. I'll probably have to hit pause one time once we get started just to let some people in. If you don't mind keeping yourself muted until we get to the end here. So today we're going to be talking about the highest converting funnels for motivated buyers and sellers. And again, when we did this presentation last week for the first time, I did start off with, sharing with people some of the things we were doing in regards to over the years, some other funnels from the past that we're still working. I'm not going to go over some of those today. What I'm gonna do here. Hold on, I'm trying to let somebody in. It's not letting.
Hey, Mike, it's Jimmy. If you want, you can make me a host, and I can help you out just letting people in if you want.
All right, yeah, let's do that real quick. That'll be awesome. Let me see old cousin Jimmy here and make him a host, and then we'll be able to rock. I'm going to make a host. All right, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, everybody, to the highest converting funnels for motivated buyers and sellers. If you're looking to generate more deals online, one thing I can tell you right now is there's a lot of things that are working really well. And I want to talk to you guys really right now about the formula. This is a formula that we use religiously whenever we're building any funnel. I think it's a little bit more intuitive for us now. We used to have to stick to really going back to the basic principles and making sure we had checks in every box, especially at the very beginning when we first started. Now, not so much. But let me walk you through what this formula is. So everybody here should have a target market, and that's someone that you're actually choosing to target. And what I mean by that is, when you're in real estate, you can choose to target expireds, FSBOs, your past clients, sphere of influence. Every one of those individuals is different in some form or fashion, and I think target market is the most important. First-time home buyers, home sellers in a specific neighborhood versus maybe home sellers that are looking to move, are looking to build, different things like that. A target market, knowing who you're going to target, is something that we always start with, and we'll talk about these funnels today, and we'll point out the different target markets. Then we talk about traffic. Where are we going to find those individuals? And then the most important thing we always work on is the offer, and that's really what bait are we going to use to attract them, and finally, how are we going to get convert those individuals into clients? What is that linear, comprehensive kind of the different mechanisms that we're going to use, whether it's the top of the funnel where we're trying to get their attention so that they'll look at our ad, whether that's in the middle of the funnel where someone's actually opted in, looked at properties, and now we're trying to get them engaged. All of those different steps in the process of getting face-to-face with the customer, which is your highest leverage activity, require a different set of skills or steps in the process, offers. And so the target market, usually the best thing that you want to do is you want to look at the individuals with the highest commercial intent. That's now business. So when you're prioritizing, when I'm looking at somebody who's looking to start marketing online, and we can look at all the different segments, we want to prioritize the different segments based upon their commercial intent. Commercial intent is, if we were selling something on the internet, specifically to realtors, there used to be, and I haven't looked in a while, but there used to be a commercial intent type calculator that Microsoft made. And I remember doing a lot of keyword research when I first got into online marketing after studying some Perry Marshall. And one of the highest commercial intent words for real estate agents was business card magnet. And what that means, just as a way to illustrate or demonstrate the point, is that when people go to Google and type in the word real estate business card magnet, their commercial intent is high, meaning they usually end up at a very high percentage in a checkout process, meaning actually buying something. Most people don't go to real estate business card magnet just to glance. They're actually in the process of trying to solve a problem. And then with traffic, we have search versus social. And then our offers, what beta are we going to use? To give an example, on the buy side, we have selection, affordability. Most buyers start their search with selection, but some of them start trying to figure out what type, how much of a home they can afford. And then with sellers, what we're seeing that works and has always worked well is time and ease of money for sellers. And what I mean by that is, anytime we would run an ad that had a time frame put on it, like I'll give you an example. One of the things that we're doing right now is giving a guaranteed offer on a home. So a guaranteed offer on your home versus a guaranteed offer in 48 hours is different. You might have seen them in your marketplace, your home sold guaranteed versus your home sold guaranteed in 59 days or 90 days. Anytime that we add time, sellers tend to respond because obviously that's something that's important to them, because now they're balancing the sale of their property with the possibilities of buying a property as well. So, and then following up and retargeting is where we're going to leverage the funnel, right? So here's your audiences. So remember, you have a target market, and the people you're targeting, they're going to be what you refer to as your audiences. And so you have cold; those are strangers in your market. These are people that don't know who you are. These are homeowners, and I think this is personally the mistake real estate agents make is they look for buyer leads or seller leads. I'd advise you to not look for buyer or seller leads. I would advise you to look for homeowners in your market that look at you as a subject matter expert because you've demonstrated your expertise by actually educating them. And what I mean by that is when you call a buyer or seller, if you're coming from the place of adding value and demonstrating you can actually help them by actually helping them, then what you'll realize is that you will, over time, have people coming to you for business because of the value you put in the marketplace. So the question is how do you turn a stranger in your target market and start getting their attention so that you can start getting that type of top of mind awareness, so you can, because mind share equals market share, right? And you can do that. And the second audience is retargeting. And so this is anybody that engages with your ads, your website, your social media pages. This is going to be important as I walk you through some of these demonstrations here in a minute. Then you have your leads. Those are people who've actually given you your contact information and you have permission to text them, email, call them, those types of things. So now we can, because it's permission-based follow-up, we can start leveraging some automation. Not to be confused with AI. I see a lot of people who think they're using AI and they're usually just using automation that's just being positioned as AI. Had that happen this morning. Someone asked if something was AI, and they kind of walked through what they were doing. It was just behavioral type marketing, which is just being able to trigger different types of responses. AI typically gets smarter over time. So not to be confused with AI, and then we have our sales process, which is advancing people towards the sale. So anytime we get a lead and we put them into permission-based follow-up, they can then self-select, so we can determine timing and motivation. Motivation is timing. If somebody wants to do something sooner than later, they're motivated. But again, the retargeting ads, all of our audiences that aren't hot, that aren't leads, we can retarget with social proof, because typically when you're trying to get a stranger to do business with you, you have to start with getting their interest by understanding what it is that they desire or the problems that they have. Then you want to leverage proof and samples and demonstration. You can never have too much demonstration. So one of the first things I want you guys to check out here is our waterfront funnel. Like I said, today's presentation is going to be quick and to the point. I'm going to give you exactly what I promised to give you, which is the funnels that we're working and that are working well right now. The waterfront funnel is working really well. We launched it in Tampa. We're launching one right now in Sarasota. Anywhere you have waterfront property. And this is the actual screenshot. So we ran an oceanfront condo ad. We have people that are literally running this ad successfully in New Jersey, I believe in Virginia Beach area, all different types of place. Waterfront can be inland water, it can be lake, but anytime that you can really go out and call that target market, what you'll realize is that we're spending basically $3 a lead here, and the conversion rate is about 1%. So $3 a lead with a 1% conversion rate, for us, we're going to be looking at a customer acquisition basic target. And so this looks like from this actual traffic with the 1% conversion rate, $3 per lead. If you look at the different reach results and the stuff that we're doing, we're forecasting a $300 customer acquisition. So I've seen customer acquisitions, and I'll tell you guys, on the seller side, as we show you some of these other things, you'll see some more expensive customer acquisition costs. But for a waterfront funnel, that's kind of what we're looking at $2.93. Now, another thing I want to, if you can please mute yourself. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to stop. Someone's unmuted.
Nothing. Just because.
Hold on 1 second. I don't know who's not muted there.
I got it, Mike.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Also, the offers and audiences. So again, what we had there was you have two different offers. So we have a primary offer in the waterfront, which is going to be access to all the waterfront condo deals in the area. And we're going to run that to the cold traffic. Remember, those audiences are the cold traffic, people who don't know who you are. Our goal is to get cold traffic, warm them up to the point where now they know, like, and trust us. They look at us as somebody who can actually help them because we've helped them. And now that we've earned that trust, we're now going to impress upon them, right? And so, again, our detailed targeting are people who have interest in Realtor.com, for sale by owners, home equity loans. This is going to be the targeting that we're going to put like into Facebook. Now, I'm not going to get into running the ads on Google and retargeting them on Facebook, although that is going to get you a higher commercial intent, a little bit more higher cost per lead, but a shorter cash conversion cycle, meaning the people that are generated from retargeting on Facebook based upon search on Google tend to be a little bit more motivated because they were on Google first looking for a solution to a problem. But back to the offers and the audiences. So we have a primary offer. On this one, we'll have a secondary offer. And this is, we're going to offer our top 10 list of all the new and best deals oceanfront condos that recently became available. And again, this is going to be to warm traffic, right? Retargeting. And we're going to retarget anybody who's engaged with our page. So if somebody's landed on our page, anybody who's engaged with our Instagram, maybe we have some different Instagram stories. Maybe we're shooting some ads and promoting a specific property, and we're putting those on Instagram. And then all website visitors. Again, this is our warm audiences. These are the people who are engaging with us. If the person lives nowhere near water, but they see this, again, you're going to get that impression. And remember, to convert online, every time you stack an offer, you start to lower your cost basis for acquiring a customer because you have all of these audiences. And so what we do is we build up kind of a primary offer, a primary funnel, and then we start layering different offers based upon the goals of the agents that we're working with. And so this is what the ad looks like. This is an actual ad and what it would look like. And one thing I want to point out here, we'll show you a demonstration of this here in a little bit, is we're using a lead form. And the reason that's important is the lead form is going to be native to Facebook. And what that means is, so with the tool that we use, all of that, when they fill that out, all of that is directly sucked into a CRM. It creates a sales, puts them into a step in a sales process. It creates engagement right out of the CRM, which starts texting, email. But that all comes from the consumer's experience. I want to point this out. The consumer's experience is a click of the button. They clicked on the ad, learn more. And when it showed up, it says, when are you interested in buying? They're going to select one option and they're going to hit next. Their information is going to automatically populate in their contact information. So they're literally going to hit next and next. And when they hit the last next, that's going to be view condos. And we're going to land them on our IDX site. So for a lot of us using KV Core, whether it's a Boomtown, Tiger Lease, Commissions Inc., doesn't matter, your website, anywhere that you're going to have a buyer search, we're going to have a dedicated page that's going to be preset and have these properties displayed on them. And most sites allow you to do that. So for their experience, they click learn more, they click next twice, and then they hit view condos, and now boom, they're on your beautiful IDX site where they can start to look at homes. You've already got their contact information. Usually your phone's rang by now because you've gotten a new lead, and we'll walk through some of those follow-up processes here in a second. So here's what a landing page versus a lead ad is going to tell you. The algorithm will give you what you ask for. So when you're in Facebook, if you actually will tell the system that you're doing lead generation, what you got to understand is there's billions of dollars being spent in, whether it's from Zillow, but there's billions of dollars of being spent in marketing to people looking to buy or sell. And Facebook has that information, and they do have AI. And so their AI knows based upon success rates of other people's campaigns, because so many marketers are going to put pixels on their site. And so that in turn makes the system smarter over time. And so what's going to happen is it's going to start to see different engagements. It's going to start to see what you're trying to do. And ultimately, it's going to optimize. It's going to optimize to collect leads for you. And so this is one thing you want to point out. And the campaign objective is the most important thing here. So, when you hit that campaign objective, you want to make sure that you're choosing lead generation. Okay. Lead ads are pre-populated with all the correct information. That's very important. So no more Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. You're going to have way less of that. You're going to have people that are typically good contact information, because again, that information pulling directly from their profile, right? And then we have follow-up campaigns. So on the ocean front, we generated 383 leads here. And what you'll see is 46% of those leads, 46.21 of them actually replied. That's important because, if you don't know, I wrote a book called Inside Sales Predictability, had 18 ISAs, making 18,000 outbound calls a week, some weeks at our peak. And, after doing that for a year and having quite success, what I changed was I quit giving my leads to my ISAs. I used my ISAs for demand generation, and I used my campaigns for the conversion process of getting me on the phone or getting my agents on the phone. And the cool thing about this is these campaigns can be customized for buyer's agents. So all the text, all the emails, all the voicemails are specific to who the lead is assigned. So if I had 5 agents, the lead comes in, there's a round robin. It goes to Pete, goes to April, goes to Jen. Every single one of those leads is going to get a voicemail from that agent that was pre-recorded when they came onto my team, based upon the best practices on what we saw get the best engagement. And so again, this is important for you to understand. I've seen 62% response rate. That's unheard of. Imagine getting 50% of all your leads to text, email, or call you, right? A 46% on this campaign contacting us is a huge success. Now, all the people who don't contact you, obviously you can still contact. But I would let you know that, you don't have to have a lot of the times you'll see motivated people, they'll move really fast. And if you're not really responsive on a Saturday or a Sunday, 34% of the time your homes are on the market as a weekend, you could potentially run into the problem of having that lead decay, because leads do decay over time. And so what we want to do is make sure we have a good contacting campaign, right? And so once they contact us, then what we do, this is where the magic happens. This is where we start hitting them with our secondary offer. And our secondary offer, here we walked you through in a second ago, but you can see right inside of our system, we put these people into an opportunity pipeline. We have our conversation inbox right here, where all of the people who want to email, text, those 46%, they're all coming into one place where we can manage them, we can engage with them, and we can, again, determine timing and motivation and put them in the right follow-up sequence based upon where they are, right? So again, in this scenario, what you'll see here is we delivered them the primary offer, looking for a 2-bedroom Stinger Island type budget up to 400. And then you'll see we made them a secondary offer, right? And again, you can make them the secondary offer via chat. You can do it through retargeting. There's all sorts of ways that you can do that. You can retarget them through chat, which is a preferred method we'll show you here in a second. And let's talk about the seller funnel. The cash offer funnel, guys, I believe is truly it's an opportunity right now. And I think it's going to be an opportunity for quite some time. The cash offer funnel is real simple. Here's the numbers. We'll start with the numbers. We have a higher cost per lead, $13 a lead, which is still a discount. I've paid as much as $75 for these types of leads. Let me point one thing out. If I generated 10 of these leads, 4 of them are going to be a deal that I'm buying or my investors buying, putting on the market. And that's just over my, that's based upon my experience. Now, this isn't interruption marketing. This is somebody who would actually be out there looking to sell their home fast, then retargeting them. This is a straight, this ad here that we're going to share with you was straight on Facebook. Assuming a 2% conversion rate, you have a customer acquisition cost of $650. What I tell people is The cash conversion cycle is when you spend a dollar, how long it takes you to get back. One of the shortest cash conversion cycles you can get is on a motivated seller, because you can find the property and you can typically, if it's a good deal, give it to a buyer who is not subject to financing, right? Usually you can find a cash buyer or a strong buyer to buy that home. And a lot of the times we can get that listing once that investor is ready to sell that property, considering if they're looking to sell it versus hold it. And the reason that's important is almost half of my transactions my first year in business came from this exact offer. I learned it early, did it, ran it all the time, ran it my whole career. In fact, partnered with a guy, Marcos, who the day we partnered, he was running the same offer that I ran. And that first week he was with us, he did 3 transactions, which was pretty awesome. And so these same offers, again, you can, if you haven't seen some of our other webinars where we've done offline to online, I'm not getting into any of that, but this particular offer is something that you could do offline to online, where you could mail this to, you could get a list of everybody who's missed 2 credit payments or no more. I know based upon that data, when I looked at it years ago, a third of those people had their home on the market or were in foreclosure within 12 months. When we were targeting that data set, but you could technically get those addresses, create custom audiences, and whether that's somebody, you get a list of probates, people going through a divorce, anyone that would be a motivated home seller, just something to think about. The ad is real simple, instant offer. It's calling out the audience thinking of selling your home, get an instant offer. If anybody clicks on that link, again, we can retarget them with Waterfront. We can retarget them with any of these other offers. We can retarget them with a testimonial of someone's house you actually bought. But again, we're using the same lead form. They're going to hit learn more. They're going to click next. They've never left Facebook. They're in Facebook's native platform still, so they haven't went anywhere that is unfamiliar to them. So there's still a lot of trust. They hit next again. It's going to bring in their contact information. If it doesn't have one of their contact information, let's say their street, they can input that information, and then we land them on a place where they can actually schedule an appointment to meet with one of our advisors, right? And so, again, here is a branded version of that. So you have the express offer, they submit their address, and then we take them, no different than OfferPad, Open Door, Zillow offers. We take them through a list of questions. Are you the owner? Let's verify some of your property information, guys. And then they land on the calendar. This is an individual that would be in your calendar wanting to talk to you specifically about, getting their home sold fast. And typically what they're really wanting to know is what you would offer them in the event you were to make them an offer. The great thing about this, and the thing that I love the most, is I guess one of my favorite things about this this offer is the scripts are real easy. People call you up, hey man, I saw your express offers, how does that work? Works exactly like it sounds. That's the script. But the caveat is that you have to be able to take a look at the property, right? And so, and some obviously homes don't qualify. So, I have always taught this because I did it for so long, is, just let them know the details up front, right? If their home doesn't qualify based on price point, let them know right out of the gate. You can still set the appointment. I've done it hundreds of times. They're just wanting to know a little bit more. And as you know, I always say good marketing makes the consumer say, how does this work? So when they call you, the leads generated, they want to know how this works. Now, if you can't make these offers, I would challenge you to go look at companies like express offers. For some of you who have access to that, some of your independent brokers might have access to something like this. You might have a investor network that you can put together. There should be, you can leverage Open Door. They'll make offers. I've told people, if I was running this funnel right now, it would be my USP would be receive multiple offers in 48 hours. And the reason why is I'd be the conduit to all these other offer platforms where I help the homeowner submit the property after they signed a listing agreement, where I would at least get paid in the event that I was able to help them get an offer that was acceptable to them. Now, if they didn't want to accept one of those offers, obviously, I have a fiduciary responsibility to let them know what an owner occupant would pay. And so once I went over this program with them and I saw their home and I went over the different numbers, I would then present them with the alternative options. And typically what I found, 9 out of 10 times, they would rather sell it to a homeowner occupant, especially if there's something like carpet or foundation, something where in your marketplace you can work with a vendor that will defer those cost until closing. Again, it's doing a needs analysis with each individual, finding what their motivation is, what's going on. Again, we do the same follow-up campaign, and as you see, 49% of the people actually texted us, and that's huge. Like half of these people called, texted, or emailed us. New construction funnel is beyond hot. We've been running this since March. We launched this in March. It's been really successful. Again, $3.64 a lead, 1.5% conversion rate, which I think is totally doable. And conservative. We got a guy, Blake. I don't know Blake's last name. I wish I had, but Blake started this 30 days ago, has 5 deals under contract from this exact funnel. Linda Dale put a deal under contract on day 6. I've had tons of people who've ran this funnel successfully, and it's pretty cool. The primary offer is real simple. Selection, we hit them with the selection, then we retarget them with affordability. So the selection is going to be access to all the new construction properties in the area. That's going to go towards that cold market. Again, everybody who's on here, I'm going to be able to offer anybody the opportunity to set up any of these funnels for you and if you want something like this set up, I'm going to share that with you on how we can do that. We have a bunch of different ways to get these set up. We even have a way where we can do it and not charge you a dime. Again, we'll go over all that if you stay till the end. We're almost there. I said I was going to be quick, clear, and precise. And so just hang in with me. We're going to let people go early. But again, the secondary offer is warm traffic retargeting the conversion. So let's really break this one down. So we have a lead ad. They fill out the lead form. Again, they click next. We captured their contact information. We landed them on an exact page, which is our IDX site, which is showing them new construction in our marketplace. We're throwing them into the pipeline, which is new lead that contacted. They're going to automatically move to the contacted stage after they respond to one of our campaigns. Again, we're going to hit them with an automated voice blast. Our phone's going to ring. We're going to text. We're going to email them. And then we're going to retarget them with incentives. And that's where this is what the original offer would look like. Is so if somebody would come to the site, they would see it. They would click learn more. They would go to the next section. They would determine their timing and motivation. They would actually click their timing, and then we would basically automatically import their info. They hit next, boom, they're gonna land literally on the site when they hit submit, and it's gonna say view homes. And if they hit view homes, they're gonna land on our direct link to new constructions. This is a Silicon Valley. This is Steve Whitlock's site, so he's in Silicon Valley. It's gonna show new construction in Silicon Valley, but everybody gets the point. Now we're gonna retarget those people with messenger ads. We're going to hit them in messenger. We're going to offer them, again, they're going to be in the pipeline. We're going to offer them time frame, area, realtor. We're going to ask them those different questions to get engagement, including a voice message to get the appointment. And then again, we're retargeting them with properties. And this is what that looks like.
If you're thinking about buying a new construction property in Frisco right now,
Paper can help you save up to $20,000. I'm Woods Davis with
So you can see he went through that. He's showing you here where he's gotten engagement here with people who are actually reaching out to him directly from Messenger. Again, our Messenger is linked to our CRM. So all of our text, all of our emails, all of those different things are going to come in directly linked. Hey, Jimmy, will you make sure everybody's muted there? I think I hear something. Thanks, bud. All right, so we've done really well in Spanish. If you have anybody in Spanish, if you speak Spanish and you're not, or you have anybody on your team that speaks Spanish, or, make sure you tell them to check this out, because we could untapped. I mean, talk about low-hanging fruit. Our cost per lead is $2.17. It's pretty straightforward. You can see we worked with Lily. I think 1 week Lily turned in, I believe, I don't want to exaggerate, but I believe she turned in 6 contracts. And this is a person who was a part-time agent, wanted to go full-time, obviously went full-time after we launched her funnel, and she had great success. So that's what I want everybody to really think about. I want you to think about those things. And let me see. Hold on 1 second. All right, so let me ask everybody a question real quick. Hang tight with me. If my team was willing to help you create a plan to build a funnel, would you want their help? So if I got the guys and the gals on my team and they said, hey, they'll build you a funnel right now, if you would like their help, I want you to put yes in the chat box. I'm going to give it a second here. If you would like their help building a funnel, we can cut, like, again, I should show you all the funnels. We haven't went through them all. We have a condo funnel working good in New Jersey, in Ontario, in Miami. All right, so for those of you who said yes, why would you? All right, I want you to think about that for a second. So let me give you some of the good news and the bad news. Let's start with the bad news. The right funnel will make your phone ring. It will. If you have the right funnel with the right follow-up campaigns, it's going to make your phone ring. But do you mind your phone ringing if it were qualified buyers and sellers looking for an agent? For those of you who want to start generating business consistently every week, here's the good news. Whether you're a new agent, right? Or you want to build a team, or you want to expand into other markets, we can actually help you. In fact, what if I said my team and I could just build your funnel, literally write the ads, set up the campaigns, build out all the follow-ups, everything you needed to turn your leads in your business on like turning a water faucet. Imagine if every lead was put into a proven contacting campaign. Then they started calling, texting, emailing you every day. Want more listings? We have the funnel for that. Guys, want to build a team? No. Maybe you want more leads. I don't know. Imagine having access to everything you need. You need to get back on track to hit your goals for 2021? We got you. Want to take over a farm? Not a problem. Let us build a hyper-targeted custom audience for you. Want to go after luxury buyers or sellers? Let us help. Imagine no more guesswork, instantly having access to every system, tool, process we've ever created for our business. And if that's not enough, imagine if we did this all and never charged you a dime. The result would be instant growth. You would never have priority confusion. You'd know exactly what to do. You would be fully trained with the roadmap and a team of rock stars to help you. You'd be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Are you interested? Wondering how this would work? Well, I'm glad you asked. We are partnering with agents and helping them execute all the tech stuff that typically is holding them back. We identify what's working and what's not working, what things you need to do more of, and what things you need to stop doing. And the formula is actually really simple. We're going to define where you want to be in the next 36 months. Then we're going to reverse engineer a plan for what you need to do in the next 90 days to get there. Obviously, partnering with someone is a hands-on process. So I think it's best for all of us if we look at your current business and create a plan for you. And then we can decide if partnering makes sense moving forward. If you meet our criteria, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a strategic plan call where we're going to review your current business and create your personal economic model. We're going to create a lead generation model and a marketing plan. We're going to do all the math and reverse engineer your goals to get a clear plan for you to hit them. Then we're going to review your options to partner and grow a team or expand your business. Now, let me tell you who this is for. People who understand the value of a system and can follow a process, care about their clients and the services they provide, and are committed to learning and growing and want a higher standard of training. Leverage the power of marketing and lead generation so they can build their personal brand, and who are humble, hungry, and smart. Not too busy that they can't spend a couple of days with us getting trained. And this is usually just all over the internet. So let me get one thing clear. I'm not trying to sell anyone a coaching program, and I'm not trying to sell you some lead generation system, but we'd be more delighted to coach you and build one for you. What we're offering to do is partner with like-minded agents and not charge them a dime and help them grow their business. If you would like to know more about that and get the free strategic plan at no cost or obligation, here's what I want you to do next.
Pleasantly surprised with the quality of the leads that I'm getting from this funnel that we just set up by comparison with Boomtown leads.
Yeah.
Boomtown, we get such a low response. We just dial for hours every single day. And these leads, oh, hey, Linda, I was going to call you today. Oh, thanks for calling me. Or whatever it is, we want to talk about it. I can't even believe the quality of the people when I'm making a connection with them. They like want to talk to me. Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Hey, can
awesome.
I share that? Can I share that test?
This is Brooke. And so Brooke, 3 funnels running, set 2 appointments. Listen to this.
We created about 3 or 4 funnels. We're working on the new construction funnel, looking to, I already pulled up Fox News to figure out what I could do to identify the person there to get on TV so that we can start running on that. We've got, Jake, how many leads did you set appointments with today? 2. He did 2 yesterday. And Jake's been doing this for about a year as an ISA. And we've got at least, I think, 8 to 10 under contract. Been running it for about 2 months. I can pull up Yeah, the call's coming back through. We'll just let it continue to ring.
Now, guys, just so you know, I'm going to be doing these calls next week. I have a handful of people that when I did this first time that we're getting set up this week. So if this is something you're going to want to do, we're going to be doing this next week. This is Melissa Miller. Great story. Listen, she's spending $10 a day. Now, when she says she's going to say she has 5 on the streets, that means she's engaged with these people, got them to sign a buyer's rep. They've chose to use her, and she's already got 2 of the 7 under contract.
So first of all, so when did you start with this?
Like 2 weeks ago.
2
or
weeks
something.
ago.
Yeah.
How many leads have you generated in 2 weeks?
Gosh, I think it's 200 something that's in there now.
And
I can tell you right now. Hold on, because I just downloaded the app. I think it's 200 something.
and
Yeah.
And so how many transactions do you have working right now?
So, okay. 212. And we have 5 on the streets, and we have 2 under contract from
All
this.
right. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
And so about how much would you say that you've spent in lead generation? What's your budget? What's your
I'm
daily
just doing
budget?
$10 a day.
That's
I'm doing
insane.
$10 a day.
Okay, I hope that answered many of your questions. Hopefully got you excited as far as what the possibilities are, and you can visualize your business growing by using all of these tools and the resources of the marketing team. So the next part of this is really how we can be able to do this, pour into your business without it costing you anything. There's no compensation. You're going to spend a little bit of money on ad spend. You're going to spend less than $20 a month on your phone and the setup. You're going to have a dedicated phone, but it's minimal, and that's a pass-through. That's not something that we're benefiting from. It's just a cost of the system that you're going to use. But again, it's less than $20 a month plus your ad spend. So watch the business platform, and then I'll jump back on, and hopefully we'll be able to schedule a call together.
Welcome to eXp, the first cloud-based, publicly traded, and profitable real estate brokerage, setting the standard with its dominant market share. This trailblazing brokerage offers a unique global community, crafted and propelled by the efforts of our dedicated agents and partners. This innovative model is not just changing, it's revolutionizing the real estate landscape. Our agents don't just build their businesses, they're also given the chance to have equity in eXp World Holdings. In a world where technology has reshaped industries like entertainment, hospitality, and retail, real estate has also become significantly impacted in the most positive way imaginable. Traditional real estate models, often stuck in their ways, are now being challenged. With their top-down hierarchy, from the company to local offices, these conventional models have long focused more on the brokerage's brand than on the agents and their businesses. At eXp Realty, we're charting a new path. We've ditched outdated elements like franchises, geographical limits, physical offices, and unnecessary management layers. We put our agents at the center of their business, giving them equity and offering multiple streams of income. This is made possible through our immersive cloud office environment, where agents have round-the-clock access to advanced collaborative tools, coaching, and networking opportunities. eXp Realty is witnessing unprecedented, continuous year-over-year growth, aiming to grow its network to 1 million agents worldwide. This journey began in the United States and Canada, where, over a decade ago, eXp Realty refined its business model, setting a solid foundation for worldwide expansion. Today, the company's presence spans 6 continents, demonstrating its global influence. The organization's core values are integral to its culture, ensuring that every decision aligns with these principles. Flexibility is critical in their operations, allowing for timely adjustments to serve their agents and clients better. At the technological forefront, eXp Realty equips every agent with a state-of-the-art lead generation CRM system named KV Core. This system, which would cost a non-eXp agent over $5,000 annually, offers a behaviorally driven, personalized IDX website, CRM, and tools for email and text campaigns. This ensures agents are always in tune with their contacts' behaviors, aiding in more effective conversions and increased levels of production. eXp Realty also advocates a paperless environment with SkySlope, an integrated transaction management system. This platform enables agents to manage their business seamlessly and stay organized. Every crucial piece of data is consolidated into a single, detailed checklist, ensuring everything needed is at the agent's fingertips. In-house technology development is a priority for the company, highlighted by their back-office business intelligence center. This tool gives agents autonomy and comprehensive insight into various aspects of their business, including performance metrics, commissions, revenue sharing, equity awards, and transaction details. The eXp Marketing Center is a comprehensive resource for all your marketing needs. Whether creating a quick postcard or an elaborate presentation, the center offers over 5,000 marketing materials you can customize in just a few minutes. Additionally, when you list a new property in your MLS, the system automatically generates relevant marketing materials and sends them via email, streamlining your workflow. Welcome to eXp World, our innovative three-dimensional cloud-based virtual office environment. This platform enables you to meet, learn, and collaborate with agents and staff from anywhere, as long as you have an internet connection. You can easily join meetings or training sessions using a phone, tablet, or computer. In eXp World, over 1,000 full-time staff members provide real-time, live support to agents. eXp World offers more than 80 hours of live training each week. These sessions focus on industry best practices, strategies for growing a profitable real estate business, professional development, and much more. The training is conducted by our experienced professionals, top producing agents, and teams from across the globe, arming you as real estate professionals with extraordinary tools to elevate your real estate business. Agents at eXp Realty also have access to Workplace by Facebook. This dedicated and secure workspace lets you connect, communicate, and collaborate with other agents and eXp staff. It includes familiar Facebook features like news feeds, groups, messages, and events, making it easier to manage your tasks efficiently. Understanding the occasional need for physical office space, eXp provides every agent with a global membership to Regus shared offices and their new brand, Spaces. Regus has an extensive network with 3,000 locations in over 900 cities across 120 countries. At eXp, every agent can become a shareholder in eXp World Holdings. You can earn equity awards by achieving simple production milestones, such as closing your first transaction each year, reaching your annual cap, or when an agent you referred joins eXp and completes their first transaction. Our Agent Equity Program is designed to help agents prepare for retirement. You can allocate 5% of your gross commission per transaction towards purchasing company stock at a 5% discount. The company's ticker symbol is EXPI. Please note that specific stock awards are subject to vesting conditions. The Icon Agent Program at eXp is unparalleled in the industry. Our founder, Glenn Sanford, believes in rewarding top-producing agents for their contributions. You can qualify for Icon status by either paying $5,000 in post-cap transaction fees or achieving $500,000 in annual GCI with a minimum of 10 closed transactions. Once you achieve Icon status, you receive a return of your entire cap paid to eXp as company stock, effectively giving you a 100% commission split. One of the most exciting aspects of our compensation plan is our revenue sharing model, which allows for you to partner with eXp and build a monthly leveraged income by attracting productive agents to the company. A capping agent will pay $16,000 in commissions. The company will keep $8,000 for company expenses and distribute the remaining $8,000 as revenue share through 7 tiers. eXp pays out revenue share by basing all calculations on the revenue share pool, which represents 50% of company dollar they've committed to pay back out to agents as revenue share. This allows every eXp agent to have the good fortune of creating a stream of monthly leveraged income and getting paid like a broker without any of the disadvantages of being a broker, such as capital outlay, liability, or any of the wide range of management responsibilities. Our revenue share model is based on a total of 7 tiers, and here's how it works. Tier 1 represents the agents that you have personally attracted into the eXp organization, for which each of their transactions you receive 17.5% of the revenue share pool, which is deducted from eXp's 20% collected on all transactions. Once the agent reaches their annual cap, they earn 100% of their commissions, and your revenue share from their transactions ceases for that year. That is why the minimum guaranteed for a $16,000 capping agent is $1,400. However, your earning potential extends across 7 tiers, depending on the number of agents you attract and their productivity levels. For tiers 1, 2, and 3, there are 0 agent qualifying requirements to open these levels, making it easier than ever for agents to participate in revenue share and enjoy a leveraged income. On tiers 4 through 7, revenue share is contingent on how many producing agents you have personally attracted to the brokerage, making this the most leverageable model in the real estate industry. eXp Realty continues to set the standard with its innovative approach, being the only brokerage that rewards its capping and icon agents by unlocking tiers 4 through 7 exclusively for real estate production. Capping agents gain access to tiers 4 and 5 for a period of 13 months upon meeting their cap requirements. Furthermore, agents who achieve icon status receive full access to all 7 tiers for 13 months. As a bonus, in the first year for any directly sponsored agent, the company will pay a whopping 50% of the revenue share pool, up to a maximum of $4,000 for a $16,000 capping agent or $5,000 for a commercial $20,000 capping agent. eXp is the only brokerage offering a minimum guarantee for a capping agent while providing the highest payout of any brokerage for a first-year agent you directly sponsor. Any of the revenue share pool not paid out will be added back to level 1 through 3 payouts as an adjustment bonus on a monthly basis. So, let's go through a quick example of how you can create a monthly leveraged income through the revenue share program. Here's you. You personally attract 5 capping agents. Then each of those 5 agents attract 5 capping agents of their own, giving you 5 agents on tier 1 and 25 agents on tier 2. For the 5 capping agents on tier 1, you earn a minimum of $4,000 each for the first year, and for the 25 capping agents on tier 2, you earn a minimum of $1,600 each, giving you an annual leveraged income of $60,000. In addition, you will receive the monthly adjusted bonus on tiers 1 through 3. But note that these figures are based on each one of these agents' capping, which is approximately selling $2.7 million of real estate per year with an average commission of 3%. You can speak to an eXp agent or staff member for further explanation. The Pay Now feature is revolutionizing eXp agents' revenue share. Pay Now is a game changer that lets you withdraw from your anticipated next revenue share check for a nominal transaction fee. Express Offers is a revolutionary platform for homeowners looking for a hassle-free, quick sale option. This platform connects sellers with cash-paying institutional buyers, enabling swift transactions. Unlike other iBuyer platforms, Express Offers allows agents to earn commissions. At eXp, agents enjoy an equitable fee structure. There are no desk fees, royalty fees, or franchise fees. Every agent operates on an 80-20 commission split, capping annually at $16,000, after which they earn 100% commission for the rest of the year. Joining eXp is also financially accessible, with a mere $149 entry fee, including the first month's $85 per month technology fee. Transaction-wise, there's a $25 broker review fee and a $60 risk management fee, the latter capping at $750 annually. Furthermore, eXp has introduced a low-cost healthcare alternative for agents, complete with personalized virtual consultations to ensure the selection of suitable plans. eXp Realty's innovative approach and inclusive policies continue to drive its success, positioning it as the top independent brokerage in the U.S. based on closed transactions. This achievement underscores eXp's commitment to providing valuable and equitable opportunities for its agents. Assuming that your career in real estate is a significant part of your professional life, I'd like to present a few thought-provoking questions. Are you maximizing your income earning potential by keeping more of your hard-earned commissions, receiving equity or ownership in the brokerage firm that you're assisting to build, while having the opportunity to earn a monthly leveraged income and get paid like a broker without enduring any of the responsibilities of being a broker? Is your broker partner providing you state-of-the-art tools, systems, and support to ensure you are producing at the absolute highest level? And lastly, are you part of a brokerage network surrounded by some of the top producing agents around the globe that challenge you to be the very best version of yourself? Why not invest the time needed to simply explore if the fastest growing real estate company on the planet possibly aligns with the direction you would like to take your real estate career? I am confident in saying you will be happy that you did. For more information, reach out to the agent who shared this video with you. They can provide you with more insights and answer any questions.
Okay, you're still here. That is a win in itself. You've watched both videos. Hopefully you've taken some notes, and I do hope that you're eager to be able to schedule a strategy call with me. I really do look forward to meeting you and learning more about you and your business. And the goal is to help you. Whether you decide to partner with us or not is secondary to being able to meet you and be able to build a relationship and be able to see where we can help you and grow your business. And if this is a good time and the partnership makes sense, we'll take that and we'll be able to help you get started. And maybe if there's something in life, business, it's just not the right time, I still would love to build that relationship with you, learn more about you. We're going to always be here. We're going to be helping. We're going to be innovating and continuing to improve. And maybe there's a time that this is going to make more sense for you and you can jump back on. So anyways, I do look forward to meeting you, number one, and being able to help you. So I hope we can talk very, very soon.